3, a 2, a 1, a 3. Oh, there it is. All right, we're live. Wow, there's people in the chat. People are here. Oh, there it is. Oh, T. You can never learn. T never learns. She'll be right back. She went to go put baby down for 9 nights, and she walked away. You left your speakers on again.
Oh no.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
I'm really bad at that.
It's okay. Today, we're going to be looking at Hadison's EVFX shoot pack. Who's here? We got some people. We got a $10 super chat before we even started. Waffles. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Waffles, for a $10 super chat. Then he says, be back in 20 minutes. I don't know if you're here, Waffles, but thank you so much, Waffles, for the $10 super chat. Chica, what? He says, how much do I need to pay to keep you from retiring? Vino, what have you done? It's not Vino's fault. You can't blame Vino for my retirement. Ready Player says retirement.
Are you kidding?
KV says
Vino for everything.
blame. Well, yeah, if you're Waffles, Vino's the is the bad guy. Drifty, you better be trolling, but the sprite on the right is cool. Yeah, this is a pretty cool looking sprite. It was made by T, but the face design was made by
Robert Pinero.
Robert Pinero,
Also known as Low.
Yeah, he goes by Low. And we keep trying to give him money, and he won't take it. He's doing some other artwork for us, too. For some other stuff.
Yeah. He does a lot of stuff. Plus, a lot of people having babies. I'm pretty sure he had a baby.
He did have a baby, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That of course, sucks the life out of you.
That means he's like, don't pay me yet because I can't. I just can't. I don't have time. If you could get anything done in the first year or so of having a baby, then you're doing amazing.
Yeah.
KV, thank you for being here. Ready Player, thank you so much for being here. T from T's Jams here, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Hi, T.
What's up?
We got some other people here. Mfee says, wait, what? Sir Legna says, well, that was a good run. It's been a good run, guys. I have a lot of videos.
How many videos do you have?
I've done a lot of videos, you know.
Can you see? Are you able to see?
Yeah, hold on. I can do something that's gonna try to autoplay something.
The grand total of Driftwood Gaming videos.
Yeah, hold on. Let's go to the About page. Let's just take a look real quick. What did my channel end up with? 4.8 million views. 4.8 million views.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Joined on August 26th, August 16th. August 26th. Fucking August 16th, 2015.
So that's 6 years, almost exactly.
These are my featured channels. Here's some other good people you might want to subscribe to. T's Jams, Yanfly Engine, RPG Maker Web, Vigistella, Studio Blue, SRD, SR Dude, Toasty Time, The Unpro Pro, and Echo 607. All good channels. Membership stuff, community stuff.
I think if you go to your videos tab, it tells you how many videos you've done.
Look at all these playlists. Just 5,000. Oh, those are my liked videos. You guys can't see all my liked videos. I've liked 5,000 videos. Damn,
actually,
that's a lot.
That's public unless you said it.
No, I made it private.
Oh,
Look, private.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of content on this channel. RPG Maker tutorials 334. I'm sure there's actually more than that.
334. Do you have a separate one for MZ? I think you do, don't you?
Yeah.
MZ tutorials at the top. It's
by
39 MZ tutorials.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's some tutorials in live streams that don't get marked as tutorials.
Yeah.
I also forget to put things in playlists every now and then. Videos, what do we got? How many videos? Does it say how many videos?
It should. There should be a place where it says all the videos. I think I found that before.
Most popular.
Oh, you know, I think you have to go into your, I think you have to go into your private settings.
Yeah.
Go to your videos.
You guys want to know something funny? My most popular video has nothing to do with RPG Maker.
Yeah.
It's how to stream on Discord.
500,000 views.
How to stream on Discord. 5 things you must know. It's just 3.5 minutes of... It's made me like $600. Maybe more. It's crazy. And then, yeah, not too many views. Not a lot. It's the thing is I have so many videos. I have so many that they just add up to a lot.
Mm-hmm. Lots of videos.
Lots of videos. The ones that have a lot of views are like 5 years old.
You should look in your private settings, not on the stream, obviously.
Well, okay.
But you should be able to see how many.
You want to
videos
see
you have.
some.
I know there's a place, but
All
gosh,
right.
if we could find it.
YouTube Studio. All right.
YouTube Studio. Every time somebody says YouTube Studio, that's what pops into my head.
Damn, that must suck. Content.
Does it have a total?
Sure it does. I guess I have to go into my analytics, don't I?
Maybe, yeah.
Can't show all this shit. Let's just click to. Hold on, lifetime. There we go.
Scroll down.
Do do do
Those
do
are just
do.
your top videos. Where do you see how many videos you've made on YouTube? Guys, does anybody
I
know
used to
this?
know. I used to
What
know.
in the actual heck?
Reach
It's got to be in content.
40.9 million impressions.
Wow. It's got to be in content somewhere.
Average view duration throughout all of my videos, 4 minutes and 39 seconds. That's not a lot, really. I mean, my more recent videos got more watch time. I think it's because you add so many videos, it creates a big aggregate. Is that the right word? Base of things? I don't know. Base of things?
You gotta go to the content tab. It's gotta be in there somewhere.
Are you sure?
No.
Content.
But I'm pretty sure where you are, it's not.
I'm in this is content.
No.
Like, nothing here. Just a bunch of other. You know what? It
Wait,
doesn't
what if
matter.
you select them all. Does it tell you? How many?
No, you don't want to do that. Plus, it only selects a certain page. I don't want to mess around. That's it. It doesn't really matter. I know that.
Lots of videos, guys.
It's 1,550 something, maybe 60, maybe 70, something like. Last time I checked, it was like 1,500 something. 1,500 videos. What more do you want from me? I made 1,500 videos for you guys. Like 400 tutorials, 500 tutorials. What more do you want? Warp Enigma, the $2 super chat. Sorry for the delay. Hey, Drifty, what's going on? I just got the message. I just got the memo. You're retiring. What's going to happen to everything? What's going to happen to the Patreon? Well, guess what? The Patreon is going to stay honored. If you get, if you're offered a reward through the Patreon, you're gonna get those rewards. They're still gonna happen. If I decide that I don't want to honor the rewards for the Patreon, I'll close my Patreon. So the Patreon's going to remain up, and I will honor all the rewards on the Patreon. So there you go. More videos! Poca. Oh my gosh. What are you guys up to today? What are you guys up to today? What's going on here? Let me read the comments real quick. Let me read the comments.
Drifty's got another announcement to make in a little bit.
Hope that's a joke, says the Katarina. M5, I just got here. Cripplewood Gaming. Oh, that's a good thumbnail. T made the thumbnail today. Thank you, T.
Well, you know, when I was thinking, how do I make a retirement thumbnail? I was like, well, when you retire, you're like usually old.
Yeah.
In a wheelchair.
I think I came up with a wheelchair idea, and then I told you to put a red circle around it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, retirement and wheelchairs tend to go hand in hand, so I thought that it was appropriate for the thumbnail.
Oh no, you came up with the wheelchair
I
idea.
did. Yeah, you wanted to put a circle
I said
around
make sure
it.
you put a red circle and an arrow so people click on it. Mishuo retirement today after 2 years. I said to Drifty, I'll make the game. He said of dinosaurs. Wait a minute, Mishuo. Are you Ikamin?
Yes, it's Ikamin.
It's Ikamin. Okay. Come on, Ikamin. Just back me on Patreon. I'll still play your game. Studio Arentane retirement. No.
I won't laugh.
No. Ray Bob says hope the titles. What's that, T?
I didn't ruin it that time.
No, but you did at the beginning. You're like, I won't talk. You gave it away before it had any. Warp Enigma says, guess we'll just have to see what happens. He just wanted the early pre-stream engagement. Warp says, if this is clickbait, shakes hand. Fist.
Fist. Oh no, don't punch us.
Spiker Man says, well, I just became a patron, so don't worry, Spiker. We'll still do your stuff on Patreon. Patreon bonuses and stuff will still live on. Skepsis D, if he does need to retire, we should all be supportive. Life can throw some nasty shit at us. We all know that. Absolutely. Yep. Anyone can be in that situation. Kami's like, I'm waiting for the explanation. You never know when it's something serious. Right. I'm in good health. I'm in good health, everybody. Just want to, you know, I'm doing good. KB, I just really, really hope that this is a troll. Everything's good, KB. Don't you worry. Ekaterina Statnikova, love you back. Hey, Spiker Man. I'm just catching up on the chat. Warlock says, what's going on here? Death by baby. That's what happened to a lot of people. You just can't do anything for like a year or so.
Speaking of death by baby, Lily covered herself in butter this morning.
Oh
that
my god.
Fun.
That took us an hour to clean up the mess. We gave her a bath last
and her
night.
Hair is still greasy.
We gave her a bath last night. And then she wants the first thing in the morning, she gets on the table and gets the butter because she's big enough to get on the table now. Mm-hmm. Which is a new thing recently. Neo says greatest trolling live stream of all time. Sabu was very confused. $10 super chat from Damien. Thank you so much, Damien. Appreciate that. Says, so is this a troll with you retiring or what? Just saw a notification after just getting home from work. I need some serious answers here, bruh. Like, is that like Nani? $10 super chat. 1 second, Damien. We got another $10 super chat. Well, it's like a $12 super chat from Warp Enigma. Thank you so much, Warp Enigma, for the 100.
Thank you, Damien.
Knox.
Thank you, Warp.
Thank you, Damien. Thank you, Warp. Just have summer vacation. Whoop, whoop. Wondering when you are going to tell us more for the retirement. Are you closing down everything or what? Are you stopping the streaming?
Neo
also,
Soul Gamer.
why? With love.
Neo Soul Gamer says, until I get full confirmation, I'm not believing it. You should tell everybody your announcement.
Well, I'm getting to... honey, I've got to get to the...
I'm impatient.
I know, but like, I want to catch up on the chat. Very sad day if you're really retiring. GG's, though. You actually retiring DVD. Let me get to the bottom here. Sir Legna did the thing. He says you've made 1,557 uploads.
Ooh, 1,550, 1,500 videos.
Yeah, I said that. I said it was 1,550 or 1,560.
That is insane.
Pikamu says, will T take over the channel?
No. You guys, don't be delusioned here. Drifty is the streamer. He is the OP. I'm just the weird sidekick. That's all.
Shadow Knight says buying VSTs on sale. What does that mean? Right now, are you buying, or is that a question? Spiker Man, I believe so. Yeah, I mean, did we already schedule the time? You know, like obviously all Patreon stuff's gonna happen. I'm ranked 146,000th on YouTube. Is that good? I don't know. How many YouTubers are there? Where did you find that? Is that on Blade? What's it called? Something Blade?
I don't know, but I'm sure that's halfway decent because there's probably like 1 million YouTubers.
Neo gets it. Until he gets full confirmation, he's not believing. Guys, I'm taking a week off.
Yeah, and he's also going to become a rapper. You missed the rap. He was supposed to tell you he was going to become a rapper.
Yeah, I'm also going to become a rapper.
Wrong order.
Okay,
yeah, we're just taking a week off, guys. That's it.
Sorry. I need a vacation, man.
Yeah, we got to take a vacation.
I need a vacation. I'm retiring for a week.
But how do you make the letdown of a week off seem small?
Right?
You tell everybody you're going to retire.
You tell them you're quitting for good, and then they're like, "Well, week? Oh, that's fine. We'll see you on the 12th." We actually have stuff scheduled on the week of the 12th. So we've already got a first impression scheduled right on the 12th. And if we haven't scheduled you yet, it's going to be after the 12th. It's going to be the 13th. I think the 15th is already booked, but yeah, like I've got stuff lined up. I need a vacation. This is my way of asking, can I take a week off? Because I need a week off, all right?
Yeah. We're both taking a week off at the same time. So Drifty and I just get 9 days to relax and try not to think about work.
It's so hot. Like, I need to just take a break and not do extra work. I want to work on my project more. I've been making a lot of progress on my project. I'm going to show it to you right now as soon as I get through the chat. There's been a lot of people chatting, and I want to read more super chats. So, like, I want to show you what I've been working on. I'm going to show you Hadeson's DreamsCircle's new animation pack because he gave them to me to show off. He didn't pay me, so it's not really like sponsored, but he did give them to me so that I can use without me having to pay $20 for them. So I'm going to show them off and put a link in the description where you can download.
Oh, that was a bad troll. Don't do that again, please.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. We couldn't resist. I mean, when do we ever troll you? Come on. This is like, what? Have we ever done a troll stream before? I think it's the only time.
Cruz, I'll still do your first impression. You just have to back me on Patreon.
You think Drifty can quit? Drifty can't quit.
It's not over! The band's gonna make it. I've got to get 5 million views. I'm like a month away. BitPocket says, love you guys. We love you too, BitPocket.
We love you all. Thanks for letting us have a little fun.
Waffle says, I swear if I go back in time you are, and you trolled, you will pay. Oh no. Hey, but don't, like, if you were mad that I was retiring, aren't you happy that I'm actually just taking a week off now? It made it seem a lot better, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I just need a week off. What's up, Marlon C? How you doing? Holy shit, we got some super chats. We got lots of super chats. Warp Enigma with 500 crowns. Guys, that's like $60.
Wow, Warp, thank you.
Warp Enigma dropping like $60 on us right now. 50 something, I don't know, a good amount. Thank you so much, Warp Enigma. He says, in that case, happy summer vacation, Drift Bro. Also, damn clickbait. Whoop, whoop. Good one, Drifty. Love, vacation is important. I hope you guys enjoy it and get that sweet relaxing. That's what I will be doing. Whoop, whoop. Happy day and happy news. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you, Warp Enigma. Appreciate that. Marlon C with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the $5 pair sticker. We're going to keep it up. We're going to keep trolling you guys. Making content.
No, we would never troll
Sir
you
Legna
guys.
says, I honestly could see Drifty quitting. Good. Then it was believable. Then you got trolled.
Yeah.
Never don't give up.
Waffles with a $5 super chat. He says, Morty meme. You're going to have to read this one.
$10 super chat from Waffles. Too lazy to go back in time. What's going on?
Oh, no, there's a new one. Scroll to the bottom.
Okay, hold on. There's a lot of chat. Okay, trolling level 100. What's up, DJ403? How you doing? So, Waffles, TLDR, we're taking a week off, man. I've got stuff scheduled for the 12th. That's when we're coming back on the 12th. So we're going to be gone for, after today, 10 days. And then on the 12th, we'll be back 10 days from now. So we're going to have this weekend off. We're taking off next week and then, that weekend. And then we'll be back on Monday. We've already got stuff scheduled. But if you want to schedule new stuff through the Patreon, you pay whatever. You message me on Discord. Links in the description below. To set up what you want to do. Promos, ads, first impressions. It's going to be 10 days. It's going to be the 13th is the next open spot. So I hope you're cool with that.
There's another... super chat from Waffles.
Okay, Spiker Man says it's fine. Please take a break. We're gonna do that. Yep. Ready Player, epic troll. CC Creations. It's a good publicity stunt, though.
Poca says, "Can we all pretend it's legit when Vino shows up?" Yes. Yes, yeah. We can. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll just keep it going.
Unless Vino's lurking right now, in which case our plan is foiled.
He might be driving and listening, so you never know. Chris Williams, remember Michael Jordan came out of retirement like 6 times? It's all good. Cub Clean says that's why it was believable for something else. I forgot what he was referencing there, but...
Right.
Drifty, you shouldn't have told us you wanted a break and just live streamed again in a week and said retirement was boring. I mean, I honestly thought about that, BitPocket, but then I was worried about people who paid on Patreon would get upset over it. I didn't want them to think that I was just trying to gyp them or something,
We
which
wouldn't
because I'm
want
not.
people to think that already have things set up with us or that plan to in the future that they wouldn't have something.
Yeah, here's the deal. Even if I were to really retire, I would still like follow through on all the agreements I made.
Right.
I wouldn't
and
just
until
drop.
they were satisfied, then he would shut down the Patreon.
I would probably just drop the Patreon so that nobody else could, if I wanted to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Which Drifty's not going to quit, guys.
Waffles with another $5 super chat. Thank you, Waffles. Appreciate that. Morty meme, you motherfucking fudge cake. I'm in. Thank you, Waffles. Appreciate that. Super Smash just says nope. Skepsis T says that's one hell of a way to inform everyone of a much needed vacation. Drifty's found a new way to make money lying about retirement. I wasn't trying to get super chats. I wanted to ask for a week off, and I didn't want it to sound like a bad thing. But if it's all about framing, right? If I say I'm going to retire, I might retire. I'm going to retire my retirement stream, and then I'm like, yo, I just want a week off. It's good news, right? It's not bad news that I'm taking a week off.
The blow. Cub Clean says they were referring to me saying that we've never trolled before, which is what made it more believable.
That's what.
But now you guys won't believe us anymore.
Right. Another $10 super chat from Waffles. Thank you, Waffles. Appreciate that. Villain dialogue. You either become famous or stream long enough to see yourself become retired. Something like that, Waffles. Thank you for the $10. Appreciate it, man. Marlon says Drifty quitting would impact the RPG community. Maybe. That's kind of flattering for you to say that.
Yeah.
Skepsis says, I would miss you and your content for sure, but I would understand if you did need to retire. Yeah, I would just be real right from the get-go if I had to.
Wouldn't have any need for that.
Yeah,
Drifty and I, we
God
need
willing.
a week off, but we also need work. So we have to occupy ourselves. A week off is going to be great, but I'm sure by the end we're going to want to come back.
Probably.
Yeah.
Ready Player was like, that was some bullshit, man. Don't leave this gig. Sir Langdon says Drifty just wants to take the week off. I will actually be home. Well, good. Maybe you'll get to tune in and watch.
No, he's going to be home when we're not putting out any new content. That's what he's
Oh, okay.
saying. Not good. Sorry,
yeah.
Sir Legna.
Shit.
You should have told us when you were going to take a week off.
Yeah, so we could have scheduled her on your schedule.
That's right.
Also, it's not complicated, but all in all, a really good country to live in. Says, if this is Vino's fault, he did good, man. And Warp is talking about Norway. It's a good country to live in.
Yeah.
Poca wants to pretend it's legit. I'm behind the chat. I'm trying to catch up.
Only if Vino shows up.
Only if Vino.
And he's
Only if
like,
Vino.
what's happening? We'll have to revert back to we are retiring. Why is that so hard to say?
I don't know.
Say we're retiring.
We're retiring.
Oh, frig.
just shut up, Drifty.
Shut up.
Boss One says, hey, man, you really helped me learn how to use all sorts of RPG Maker tips and tricks from way back. You deserve a break for sure. Have a good one. Thank you, Boss One. Patreon for 8 years in advance so Drifty can never retire. I think you can only buy 1 year with a 15% discount.
Only 1 year.
1 year at a time.
P Mantis is just showing up now. We're not retiring. We're taking a week off. Don't worry.
Skepsis says, dude, you don't need to ask for time off. This is your show. We'll be here. Well, I mean, you know, just, I feel like I do, though. Because, like, I am a public servant.
Oh my God, Waffles.
This
is a comment for you, honey.
Wait.
It's directed
The
at
last
you.
one?
Yeah.
Well, guys, since Drifty is taking a week off, y'all should buy my OnlyFans and watch my one-arm workout. We discussed this. Is that a real thing, Waffles? Please, for the love of God, tell me this is real. If it's real, put it in the self-promo in the Discord. Link in the description.
I thought we were NSFW, honey.
Hey, he can link to his OnlyFans. It's safe for work. You just watching some ripped, jacked arm doing flexing. You know what I mean? You're just flexing it. Jared Grobler, I thought for a second you're retiring forever, lol. You've been an instrumental part of the RM Computer? You mean community? Thanks for that. Yeah. You did. Thank you, Jared. Appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say that. Ready Player's like, so what are we supposed to do next week? Huh? Huh, Drifty? Huh? I don't know. Work on your project,
Right,
man. Get something done on your project.
You know we won't be able to avoid Discord. So if you
Join us on the
wanna say hi,
Discord.
yeah,
I'll be like
say hi.
posting random shit about my project.
Yeah. Vacation stuff, you know?
Sir, like this says, we are Drifty shareholders. Speaking of shareholders, ITRM dropped.
Oh my gosh.
Damn it, it went patoom.
Yeah, it had the big die yesterday.
I was up quite a bit and then I was down quite a bit. But like, I mean, overall I'm still up, so that's good. And it kind of rebounded a little bit to like what I paid for it, so it's all good. We the people are Drifty's boss. Essentially, that's true.
Yeah. It's very true.
I think if a YouTuber is unwilling to admit that their fans are the ones who are responsible for their outcome, it's foolish of them if they don't admit that.
Yeah.
The only reason
We're here
the
because of
community dictates how well you will be how well you'll be doing.
Absolutely. If it weren't for you guys, we couldn't do what we do.
Absolutely. That's why I only want a week off and I'm not actually retiring.
Yeah.
This is a great community. I like it. It's smaller than a lot of the communities, but that has its benefits. It's not as toxic as some other communities on the internet.
Yeah.
So I really like this little niche of the internet that we have. NSFW Wood Gaming. NSF Wood Gaming. Not safe for wood gaming? Polka? You're working on your jam game? That's good, Zarsla.
CC Creations, that whole statement about being up and being down without context was interesting. We're talking about ITRM. It's a stock that we're invested in.
I said ITRM is up
but really
and then I was down.
fast. So I could see how that would be missed.
ITRM is a therapeutics company that makes a drug that they haven't patented. They haven't got FDA approval for. So everyone's like kind of like buying it cheap, and then it went up really high, higher, and then it dropped because the FDA was like, your labeling needs to change, and they're like, what labeling? And then everyone's like, oh no, sell. People are so scared off.
Yeah.
I'm holding. I'm not gonna sell.
Well, and it might
it's gonna go
not
back
be
up.
labeling, but they were in labeling talks when they found whatever it is they found. But here's the thing: if they send that letter and it's a complete response, that ends the review. But they made sure to mention that it was not a complete response, so the review
They don't have to
isn't ended.
reapply, and it's not going to be months that
As long as
people
they
have
can
to bag hold.
rectify it, it'll continue. Yeah. So hopefully it's not a big issue.
Yeah, I think it'll rebound.
Yeah.
But some people made some money right there, didn't they?
Oh,
They're like,
yeah.
sell, and then buy right when it hits to 140 or whatever.
Oh man.
Sell at 2-something, 220.
If only you could read the future.
Yeah, hindsight's 2020, huh?
Yep.
Cub Clean says, yo, Drifty, when you get back, you should try out a fame called Your Turn, a game called Your Turn to Die. It's an MV visual novel, and sorry, I'm not interested. It's really good. I don't give a shit. I don't play visual novels if I can help it. 100% free because they can't sell it. Ready Player says, you taught me everything I know about the maker Sensei Drifty. True story. Hi.
Nice.
Well, thank you. I mean, you probably, there's other people who teach this stuff too. There's a lot of other content out there, because a lot of the MZ content you can learn by watching MV tutorials. So most of the MV tutorials I don't really need to remake because they still apply and they're essentially the same thing. BitPocket Games with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, BitPocket Games. Appreciate that. BitPocket says, well, back to work on my Jammy Jam game. Thank you for brightening our day with a friendly troll stream. Peace out. Take care, BitPocket. Hold on before you go. Drifty's, okay, before you go, let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
Let's actually do something. All right.
Yeah, we
I want to
plan on
show
doing
off
something today.
Now, I wasn't like paid to do all this, but you know, I was given these animations for free, so I think it's a good idea to show off these animations. I put a link to them in the description. These are DreamsCircle's shoot animation effects, and they are for RPG Maker MZ. And I'm going to show them a few times. They look pretty cool. And then after I show them, I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on what you have to do to make it work in your game. Obviously, you'll have to buy them from itch.io. And I believe they may also be on Steam at some point. But I have a link to the itch page in the description below. And maybe the sound effects are too loud, huh? Let me get the sound effects down a little bit. Maybe blowing people's head off with all these sounds. Hold on, let me test it. Let me test it. Oh yeah, that's loud. Okay, all right, okay, let's bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down a notch. How about this?
Nice.
Okay.
That was cool.
Yeah, so you'll
How
have
are
to.
the sound effects now, guys?
We'll have to install a plugin. This is an official plugin from EVFX, and you'll have to update your library files. But it's very, very easy. It's essentially copy pasting files. There's the ricochet one. Boom, there's explosion. One more time real quick through them. Spiral arrow. Bisecting arrow. Threefold. Charm arrow. Diverging. Converging. Toxic arrow. Rain arrow. Arcane arrow. Boundless. Normal shot. Spinning shot. That one's pretty tight. Scatter shot. Snipe. Bam. Paired shot. Penetrating shot. Saturation shot. Rapid shot. I like how it goes at the camera. It's like brrrr. Ricochet. Bing. And then detonation shot. Bam! Pretty sick animations. All right, to get these, there's a few things you'll have to do. Guns are loud, people. We live in America. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Waffles, appreciate that.
Thank you,
so,
Waffles.
Links in the description for those animations. They're on sale on itch for $20. They're by DreamsCircle. He also goes by Hadison. He used to go by Hadison. That's the Shoot Anim FX EVFX pack. So, you need, first of all, you need MZ version 1.3.1 or after. You have to update your JS library thing. So how do you do that? Well, let's have two of these open. So I've got Ronin Idol RPG. It's another project I'm working on. And then this is the one you're going to have. Like when you download the effects pack, it's going to have this little demo project. And that's really good because the demo project's going to let you copy paste from here to here. So the first thing you're going to do is go to Game, Open Folder, and then you're going to go to JS Libraries. And then in your game, you do the same thing, Game, Open Folder, JS Libraries. All right, and so inside of the Shoot MZ demo, JS Libraries, you're going to, first of all, back up your project. I would say before you do any, just because if you mess something up, you want to have a backup of it. In order to do that, you'll take your project, right? You copy the whole folder. Just copy this entire folder, and then you paste the folder somewhere else, like maybe on another hard drive. That way, if anything bad happens, you have a backup of it, right? Okay, once you've done all that, you're going to go into your game's JS libraries, and you're going to take the EVFX min.js and the EVFX WASM, and you're going to copy it, right-click, copy it, and then you're going to paste it in here. And then you're going to say replace, and I already did that. So you're going to replace those two files, boom, boom. All right, that's the first thing you're going to do. The next thing you're going to do is get the plugin. So we're going to go back into this games folder, JS plugins, and you go to your games JS plugins, and then you take the EVFX for RPG Maker MZ_EX. So we're going to copy this one. You can use Control C if you want. Copy it, JS plugins, and you paste it in here. And it probably won't replace because you may not have it. But if it does, just replace it with the most recent one. And then once you've got that one, you're going to do some more copy pasting. We're going to go to the audio sound effects. And then we're going to go into your game's audio sound effects. And you want to take any of these EVFX ones. You just select all of these, you copy them, and you paste them into your project the same way. Boom. And you're going to replace them right in there. If you already have them, then you don't need to replace them. They're pretty much specific for them, for these animations. Okay, then the next thing you're going to do is go into your effects folder. Actually, you don't even need to go into it. Just right click the entire effects folder, copy it, go into your game folder and paste it. And it's going to say, do you want to overwrite all these files? And I already did this. So you just copy the effects into the game. So that's that part. What else needs to happen? We did the effects, the sound effects, the plugin, the JS libraries. What did I write here? Oh, copy, paste. Oh, yeah. Okay. So then we're going to do the last thing. The second to last thing. Go into your plugin manager. And remember, we added a new plugin to the JS plugins folder. You need to make it active here by selecting it. Say OK, OK. And then boom, you've added it. Make sure that that is on. So then you just put that anywhere. I don't think it really matters where. Okay, and then the very last thing that you'll have to do is go into animations and change maximum to add more. I'm going to just do that here too and say give us 150 animations. You can see that I've already added these in my project. But what we're going to do is make sure we have enough space for all of them. So there are 20 of them. So we want to make sure we have at least 20 free spaces. Now I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Now this part can be a pain in the butt because it doesn't always work. I mean, it will work eventually, but you have to do it multiple times sometimes. Let's see if it works on the first try. So you open up your the demo project, and you're going to left click on the first one, hold the shift button, and then left click on the last one. These are all of the animations in the animation tab of the demo project. Right click them. Actually, you're not going to right click. You're going to hold down the control button, and you're going to press the C. You can do that a couple times. Copy to your clipboard. So you're going to, once again, you left click, hold shift, left click the bottom. Left click the top, hold shift, left click the bottom, and then control C. All right? So we're copying these animations to our clipboard. Then we're going to go back to our games database, and we're going to click on a spot, and then make sure that you have 20 empty spaces after that, and we're going to press control V. It worked the first time this time, so that's great. Then you see that it added all of them right there. And because I've already added the sound effects and I've already added the particles in the effects folder, they should play. So let's see if these play. They do. All right. If you accidentally do this part first and then you add the sound effects and or the particle effects after that, it can still work, but you have to reload the project. So say you get these copied in here and you did all the files, but it's not showing. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just means you need to reload the project. So in order to do that, all you have to do is save the game, file, close the project, file, open up the project by opening up your game, and then go back, and then they should work. Right? Of course, mine were already working, and that's basically it. So thank you, DreamsCircle, for giving me a copy of these.
Also known as Hadison.
Also known as Hadison. Thank you for giving me a copy of these shoot effects. And that's the tutorial that I promised him I would do in order for me to get them for free. And the offer still stands, Hadison. If you want a standalone video on how to do this, you can always sponsor me. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Cool.
All right, so now I'm going to work on my project and show you what I'll be doing on my vacation, essentially. Just messing around. Let me read some chat real quick. "30 minutes into the stream." Okay, let's actually start the stream. Yep.
How to announce that you're taking a week off in 30 minutes.
This is a tutorial on how to announce that you're going to take a week off the correct way. Sorry about the loud sound effects. I turned them down. Yeah, RPG Maker got an Effectsier update, but it could be buggy. Use the one given in packs. I'm using the one that came with the demo project because I know it works specifically for the animations. Sir Legna says, question with your project. You have delay to updating the progress bar. How are you doing that? What do you mean delay to updating the progress bar? Okay, question with my project. All right, hold on. Let me load this. All right, so I'll show you guys what I've been working on. Is it gonna load? There it is. So this is Ronan Idol RPG. It's a lot of placeholder art. The stuff's gonna be changed. T has mentioned that she hates dithering, and I agree. It doesn't look really good in a modern game anymore. Unless you have a low resolution game, and then it looks okay. So yeah, this is an idle RPG. There's going to be a lot more than what you see here. This is like the bare bones idea of how it's going to be. I do plan to give you combat, but it won't be side view combat. It'll be a very unique combat system, bare bones. It'll be like timer bars are going to be filling up, and when the bar fills up, you make an attack, and you'll have options to select what type of attack you have. I have some ideas on how to make it work. For the most part, the large majority of this game is being created inside of the HUD maker. So this HUD maker is where I design the layout of things. See here? Here's the options menu. And I control the animations for things like through here. There's a lumberjack. Sir Legna says, like you wait 5 seconds to chop. You mean how am I filling the bar? I'm adding to a variable. I'll show you. I'm creating a timer through a common event. So I mean, obviously, all of the game design is done in common events through the engine, but all of the layout and the presentation and the front end of the project is handled through HUD Maker. The back end will be handled in common events and the engine. I plan to have 20 to 30 different types of activities, like lumberjack, smithing, mining, tinkering, alchemy, combat, real estate, purchasing, like land, buying land and stuff, fletching, carpentry, upgrading a house that you can have things appear in your house as you upgrade. I have some ideas, some interesting things that I think some people will like, and those who are not a fan of idle games can still appreciate. And it'll be something unique, especially I haven't seen very many things like the ideas that I have. But once again, ideas are cheap. Execution is another thing. So let's see what I'm able to actually do. I don't want to build too much hype. I know it will be a project that I'm very, very motivated to finish, because I don't have to worry about writing much of a story. I have a basic storyline, which I told T in the car when we were driving back from the store. The story of the Ronin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a really cool story.
And it's just like a basic storyline guide with not too much text, not too much plot, and then you get to decide what you want to do. And it's a story of progression. So I think what Sir Legna is talking about... Hold on, what is going on? What is this? I can close this project now. I don't need the demo project open anymore. That was to show off some things. Okay, and then back to here. Basically using a parallel process. See when we... Oh, okay, fine. You don't want to see it. KV says, quick question while you're talking HUD Maker. How would you use code to change a picture based on a switch or variable? Can you give me an example of what you want? Because there's like a million ways to do that. Use code to change. Anytime you can put in a custom code. Okay, let's go to the... Okay, let me answer Sir Legna's question and show him real quick. He's talking about this. Inside of here, I click on a button mine, and it's filling up a bar. Bang. How is it filling up that bar? So when I click this button right here, it's... let's go to the HUD Maker, and I'll show you. It's turning on a common event. So over here on iron ingots, this is the button. And when I click on it, on click, I'm saying turn on the common event, run smithing 1. So that's common event 32. All right, so then I'll go here and I'll look at common event 32 and show you guys. So when I click on that button, it's saying do this stuff. Turn off the other actions. I don't need to explain every condition, every change. Basically, it's turning off if you're currently chopping wood, it's stopping. It turns off that. If you're mining, turns that off, and it starts you smithing and whatnot. And so then it turns on a switch and it sets the front to make it look like you're currently doing that stuff, controlling switches and variables. And then when one of these switches turns on, which is the smithing on, it's going to run this one, because this is a parallel process that is happening as soon as this switch is on. So when this switch is on, it's essentially doing this. So to answer Sir Legna's question, it's this: control variable, smithing 1 current progress plus equal 1. So every frame of the game, it's going to add 1 to a variable. And then I can check to see if that variable is above a certain amount. So at the beginning, when the game runs, it's initializing a variable and it's saying right here, lumberjack max progress equals 180. So every frame that I'm clicking on, every frame that has passed since I clicked on the chop wood, it's going to add 1 to this variable. And then I'm running a check inside of the lumberjack that says if if current progress is greater than equal to max progress, then set it to 0 and do stuff. Give the wood, make it happen, right? Because 3 seconds have gone by. So essentially every 60 equates to 1 second, since we're running 60 frames a second. So this is saying to chop the first tier wood, it'll take 3 seconds once you click the button. 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6, 7, 8 seconds. It's not complicated, but there's just a lot of little things that you have to do. And the game is already like shaping up to be pretty cool, in my opinion, on all the different things that I've got going on. I'll show you the UI. So you can see that the border is like this orangish color. And if I go to the settings, when I scroll over the buttons here, this is the background selector. This is where I'm going to have options and let the player change different parts of the game. Right now, it's just early on. So right now we're on this 1, but if I change it to 2, when I click on them, you see that they'll like cycle through all 360 degrees of the hue slider. So for 1 second, they will go through all colors. So when I click on them, they have like a color. And they also, as I hover over them, they increase in size. The height and the width of them increase, so that it gives it like this magnification effect, so it's focused on what you're looking at. And I've created a bunch of backgrounds using A-Sprite. I'm using A-Sprite to do this. Had to make a purple one for T.
Absolutely.
And I'll just show you. This is just a pure black and white one.
You had to make a purple one for humanity.
For humanity. This is a Game Boy Advance color theme. And then, just different colors for people who want different colors, whatever, a brown one. And then here's the Game Boy color scheme. So it also, if I were to go back into it, you'll see that it'll do a color code on the one that I'm currently selected. You see how number 6 was, I'll show you again. Number 6 is like going through rainbow colors. That's the current selected one. Boom. So it lets you know which one you're on. Also, it says it right here. But when I change the menu, it changes it in all of the screens. So lumberjacking now has this background. If I go into the inventory, which is all custom made inventory, it also continues to have that background. And then this is like your main progress experience, and it shows you what you're currently working on. Right now I'm mining, and this is the mining level. And then this is the progress between, like currently what you're doing. And then as that goes up, you get an item, you get experience. And when the experience bar fills up all the way, I'll just let it happen and show you. It plays another animation on the level. So like you level up. What's up, Shade McCooley? No, I'm taking a week off, man. It was just a troll. Boom, here's the animation. You see the animation play. And then it changed from 4 to 5.
Polka's pushing this little troll.
Purple background for retirement.
I love it, Polka. Don't stop. Don't stop. Especially if Vino shows up.
If you left click, it'll play a little animation as well. And these are DreamsCircle's animations that I'm playing right now currently. Different ones. I'll be using I haven't used any for menu gaming yet, but I plan to. I've bought some for menu gaming, and I plan to put some of those in here. I'm using most of Hadison DreamsCircle's animation effects, and probably just manage to get away with just that stuff. If I need to make a custom one for a certain thing, I will in effects here. I don't have a problem using the effects here. It just takes extra time. This is the most advanced thing I've done so far in it, is the smithing, because it has to run checks, and I'll show you the common event. But right now all I have is iron ore, and you can see that's right here. So it takes 3 of them, and 1 of them turns into an iron bar, iron ingot. And as that fills up, I'm getting smithing experience, and you can see that's happening, and it's updating every time something changes. So I can go in here, and you can also see what I'm currently working on. Even if I go into my inventory, it keeps track of what I'm currently working on. I made this nice little slide across the screen text. So like when you go to you click on main menu, you see that this main menu text flashes across, boom. And then it also is doing a height extension using a bounce algorithm. This is all in HUD Maker handling that. I just put in the specifications. So when I switch menu, you can see that the text will fly across to let you know where you're at, and like kind of pulse a little bit. Lumberjack, mining. And the point is to make everything look really polished and different, and hopefully only seasoned people will be able to tell that it's an RPG Maker project. Obviously, if you've played a few of them, you'll know it's an RPG Maker project based on just the icons, because they're available. A lot of these icons are available for free on the RPG Maker web forum as well. But I'm also using some icons from Kaz, for example, in mining. This icon right here, this is an icon from Kaz. There's level requirements. Like if I wanted to mine dark steel ore, I can't until I meet the level requirement. So I have to mine more iron ore until I get leveled up to 10. And then once I level up to 10, this will disappear, and this common event will work properly and start letting you mine dark steel ore. Right now, you get the same amount of experience no matter what you're mining per second. Like obviously, this takes 3 seconds and this one will take 4 seconds. So if they both gave the same amount, then it would be better to just mine the cheapest one. But right now, mining iron ore gives you 9 experience, and then if you mine dark steel, it gives you 12 experience, because 3 seconds and 4 seconds. So per second training is all the same. So it really depends on how long you've been working inside of a skill, but the type of ore that you get will be dependent on your skill level and what you choose to mine on. So you will be incentivized to mine higher level stuff, but not just for experience, because experience will be about the same. That way I can make sure that everything goes at a set balance. Maybe later on I'll add a slight little bonus one way or the other. I think the bonus will come in when I set up the shop for you to sell things. The higher tier stuff will sell for more, but not necessarily give you more experience. And I hope to do some unique things in each one. Like, for example, for mining, I've got the Strange Cave, which will be letting you randomly get one of these things. For it gives 27 experience, so per second, it's the same amount as mining iron ore per second, because it takes 9 seconds to mine this. But you have a chance to get mithril in the Strange Cave. So if you want to get the highest tier, you have to go to the Strange Cave and mine that, also be level 60. And it's only 1 out of 7, because I made them equal chance to get any of them. I might change that later on, but I feel like equal chance is fine for now. Or maybe I'll make it based on your skill level. So the higher your skill level, the more probable you are to get higher. I'll change that later on. It's still early on. Lumberjack is pretty simple, straightforward. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for like the special thing. Maybe I'll do like a couple of them, like the Secret Forest or like the Elven Woods or something like that. And then they'll have different level requirements, like 50, 60, 70 or something. And then you can get a couple new types of wood in there or something. We'll figure that out. Smithing, right now you can make up to mithril ingots, and it's pretty expensive to make them, you know, because you need 3 ore to make 1, so it would take 9 seconds to get that ore, and then it would take 3 more seconds, so it would take 12 seconds to make an iron ingot. And I've updated the cost inside the project so that they add up to the same amount. I think I may add a bonus value to the ingots just because you have to spend longer and convert them over. That's boom. If you level up, you'll see we'll get a little animation to show the 2 turn to a 3. I want to add polish and make it look really good. That way it feels fun to play. It's not just watching bars fill up. You're playing an RPG in a way. So it will be an RPG. I plan to add like a character status screen here, so you can see your stats and an equipment bar, like think Diablo style, where you can click on the box and equip different things to it. I want to add hover pop-up, so like when you're hovering over Lumberjack, a little box will pop up and be like, collect logs with blah 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 or something. If a little tooltip can pop up sometimes whenever you hover over things, like if in smithing, like if you hover over here, it'll be like iron ore, and it'll be like, boom, this is zebrium ore, andesite ore. So I want to do like hover pop-up stuff. I have some ideas on how to do that. I've done it before, so I know I can do it. I'm using Yanfly's save core for this. So if you click on the book, you can save the game, local save. I'm not completely against making a Node.js and using Socket.io and using like an SQL server, because I already know how to do all that shit. So I might as well make it so that you could do stuff offline as well. So like if you want to keep it open for a certain amount and then you want to go to bed, you can turn your computer off, and when you wake up, you'll have progress if you log in. So I can do something like that, and I could also make a button to let you save on the cloud save. So like for whatever reason, if you want to load it from another computer or something, you can do that. I can make username, account, passwords. So I can use Node.js, Socket.io, and MySQL to make it have network connectivity capabilities. I don't know exactly what word to use, but you know what I mean, right? Like I want to make it so that it has the potential for multiplayer functionality, but at the same time, I don't want to. There's no way to stop people from hacking when you do stuff like that. So the only way you can do is design the game so if somebody cheats in their game, it doesn't ruin the gameplay of another person. So like they can hack all their stuff up to 99 or whatever, 999, but it won't affect another player. So I have to figure out how to do that properly. I think I have a good idea of how to do that. I just don't allow any type of transaction where one person can control the price of something, or I don't know if I'll do a marketplace. I want to, because I like the idea of that, but I'm always worried about, like, it's not going to be hard to really hack it if you know what the fuck you're doing, because you could just hack almost anything if you know what you're doing. So I don't want to let somebody ruin the fun for other people who are trying to play fair. So that's why I'm always skeptical in trying to keep stuff like this in a single player mode. But if you've seen in the MZ MMO, I can add that functionality to this and have some multiplayer online functionality. You just have to be selective with what I actually allow in it. And we also have to consider that knowing how to do something and having an idea for something doesn't mean it's done yet, and nor does it mean it will ever be done. So we'll see what I get done and what I manage to get done. I've been putting a lot of work in this project over the last week or so, 2 weeks. And I do need a week off to focus on this, because it's hard to. I don't get a lot of time with having a 2-year-old and other responsibilities, and I'm lucky I get a chance to stream, but really that's like my time to be sitting here and focus. Like, you guys see me when I'm able to sit here and not get up and have to do stuff constantly, which is unusual because I don't get that very often. So I want to spend that time working on this project instead of having to stream. And because it's hard to get anything done when you're streaming even, but I do like streaming, and we'll be back in a week. So yeah, if you guys have any questions real quick on HUDmaker or this project, I'm gonna read the chat and then we'll go through some questions and stuff. I'm sure I missed some stuff here. Okay, KV asks earlier on, thank you, I forgot. How would you use code to change a picture based on a switcher variable? Well, it's pretty easy. You're going to use a common event, and you're going to make sure that that picture. He's specifically saying code. Use code to change a picture. And then it goes on to say I have a picture I want the player to click on. When they click it, the picture changes. I see there's a picture type under picture properties that allows you to use custom code. But I don't know the exact code to make it work. I'm sure it's something like if switch 1 equal on, return picture 1, else picture 2. But I don't know the exact JS to make that happen. Oh, okay. I think I could do something in here for you. Skepsis says, Drifty, your project is shaping up nicely. Great work. Thank you, Skepsis. Appreciate that. Sterling says, well, you are only using like 10% of the RPG Maker, mostly just HUD Maker. Yeah, it's true. I'm using more HUD Maker than RPG Maker in this project. But you need them both to make the game work. Sterling says, if you store all the users in the database, I can hack and modify another user's data. Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to modify their data on their computer. They can always choose to load from their own save file in the computer, which they can hack themselves as well, unless you hack their computer too. So I mean, it depends on how good you are. Sure, you can do it all. Will do, Skepsis. Thank you so much. All right, KV, let's do a little quick tutorial for you using HUD Maker. Let's go to the main menu. We'll just put it on the main menu. All right, so we're going to create a new component. So to do that, I'm going to select somewhere on the component list. Now, all programs have bugs, and HUD Maker has a couple bugs with the component list, and it can crash. But if you're careful, it doesn't. So what I like to do before I create a new component is I select somewhere on the component list. That's going to, when I click and add a component, it'll know where to add it. That way it doesn't not show up. I mean, most of the time it will anyway, but, So we're going to click a new picture. And now we're going to say this is going to be picture test for KV. This name only means what it says on this right side. So it doesn't matter too much. It's just enough so that you just write something that you can use to keep yourself organized. Display conditions. I think we're going to use a display condition. And do we have any pictures? Hold on. I'm going to just do something really quick so that I can make this look normal. Good. I'm going to go to Asprite and make a couple of quick little pictures. This will be 64 by 64. Okay. And then we're going to use this. And I'm going to type in here 1. Because, I mean, I can use icons, but then it doesn't specifically show you how to use picture. So I'm going to save this as inside of pictures, up a directory, img pictures. This will be temp1 .png. Wait, I saved that as an Asprite, so I'm going to need to export this real quick. Not a big deal. temp1.png save. Okay, export that. And then I'm going to create another one, new, 64 by 64. And I'm going to call this one 2. File, export, temp2.png. I love using Asprite because it's super duper small file size. These will be like 1 kilobyte or less. And then we'll do a third one. Even these giant 128 by 720 backgrounds, guess how big they are? 5 kilobytes. 1280, shit, I said that wrong. 1280 by 720 pictures are 5 kilobytes. I was shocked. I'm like, that is extremely small file size. That's what she said. Beautiful art. I know. I might put it in a DLC pack, just this 1, 2, 3, 4, for you guys to enjoy for $29.99.99. You can get the 1, 2, 3, 4 PNGs. All right, we've got some PNGs in the pictures folder. Boom, and look, they just showed up. So we're gonna say temp 1. Now, what is the condition for this to show? Well, we're gonna check a variable. So we're gonna create a variable. I'm gonna use 200 and then just delete this later. If 200 is equal to 1, show the 1. All right. Now, all you have to do is add to that variable when you click on it. So you asked for code. So let's do code property. When you on click, we're going to do code. We're going to do return. We're going to return. Oh, we're going to do a conditional branch. We're going to say if $game variables 200 is equal to 0. Well, actually, hold on. We're gonna need to. If you click on it, okay, it won't show unless it's at 1. So let's see. If I guess we instead of using switches, use a variable and decide how many different pictures are going to be in it, and then once you know that, you can say if this picture is greater than that number, then reset it. So we can say if game variables 200 is greater than, we have 4 numbers. We're going to turn it on. We're going to set it to 1. The picture 1 when it's on 1. Set it to picture 2 when it's on 2, so forth and so on. And now we can just use ++ and set. Game variables, I forgot dot value. Game variables dot value 200. If it's greater than 4, then we're going to return $game variables dot set value to 1. Set value 200, comma 1. So change variable 200 and make it 1. Then we're going to say else. We're going to game variables. Oh, let's do a let. Return, we'll say let x equal $game variables dot value 200. And then we can say x ++. And then we say return. When you give the return, that's the final thing it'll do. So you don't do the return until the last bit. But you can do as many things as you really want to do. All right, so if it's greater than 4, then it's going to set it to 1. And then if it's not greater than 4, then it's going to do this. It's going to add 1 to it. So return $game variables dot set value of 200 to x. And because we're setting x to the value of what it is now, we're adding 1 to it, and then we're setting the game variables to the value we added 1 to. Does that make sense? So all we have to do to decide if we want it to be drawn is add 1 to a variable, to that variable 200. So it won't be there until the picture won't show up until variable 200 is set to 1, 2, 3, or 4. So let's show that. If I hit OK, it'll update automatically. So if the game is running, is the game running? The game is running. I don't even have to do anything. So in your game, KV, when you want the picture to show up in any way you want, through a regular event or through a script call, from any other thing, you just control the variable, which you can do any way you want, right? Let me show you though. Let me go to here, and let's say I just initialize it to 1. All right, so now I just made game variable 200 the value of 1, and now that's there. So now if I click on it, okay, hold on. It changed it to 2, so we're not done. Warp Enigma with a $2 something 20 knock super chat. Thank you so much, Warp Enigma. I appreciate that. He says, "I'm gonna go, guys. Have fun and take care. Love Enigma." Whoop,
Have
whoop.
fun, Warp.
Take care, Warp. Thank you so much. So all we did was show the picture when it was at 1, but then we didn't show it when it was at 2. So what we want to do probably is change the so we changed the variable, and we could have another UI element, but I don't like to do it that way. What if we oh, okay. Return. You're talking about this right here, aren't you? Okay. Let's look at what we called it. Temp 1, Temp 2, Temp 3, Temp 4. Let's add some stuff to it. Let's just say let x equal specifically img / pictures / temp. And then let y equal $game variables dot value 200 dot toString. Plus, let's change the size of this. KV says, yeah, this is the spot. Okay. Game variables dot value 200 dot toString function plus we need to add the dot .png, right? So we'll just go parentheses dot .png, and we set that to string, and it will concatenate these strings, hopefully. And then on the return, we're gonna say return img pictures / actually, we can just say return x plus y. And it's gonna just give these two strings and put them together with no space. Let's see if that works. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's right. Number plus dot. So it'll be temp1.png, temp2.png. All right, let's see if that works. I don't know. We'll find out, huh? Save that. Let's go back to the game. I need to set the variable back to 1. And then it just disappears. Picture code. Did I save the game? Did I save it? I may not have saved it. What? Oh, I know what I'll do. Okay, so I did get an error there too. On the initialize, let's just set the variable to 1 here. So when the game starts, it'll go. This is temp KB. Just set it to 1. Apply that. Oh, I know what's happening here. The requirement is turning it off on the HUD maker. this requirement at the top, it won't show it no matter if that's on. So let's turn that off. That's what it was. So when we start the game, the initialization happens and variable 1 is there. If we click on it, there it is. Hey, check that out. Look it, look it, look it. But we did get an error. What are we getting? Temp 0 and temp 5 not found. Oh, I know how to avoid this as well. Let's go back to HUD Maker to avoid the errors, even though it won't like change the display at all. Let's do one more thing. We're going to add some special conditions. If you go into variable, well, I mean, what did I do? I went to conditions, added a new one, check variable, and we're going to say if 200 does not equal 0, and if 200, same thing, you can check variable, if 200 does not equal 5. So then it won't even try to draw them if it's equal to 0 and 5. So there's two conditions for it to display. When this variable 200 is not 0 and not 5, and those are the surrounding ones. So we're making special conditions just to avoid an error in this. So let's restart. Actually, we don't even need to restart. But let's just to make sure. Okay, so it does disappear at 5 though. It does disappear and it doesn't come back. So there's our conditions is turning it off and not turning it back on. Now, to get around that, we can make if you have an auto run event that's always going, you can include it here, and you can say control variable inside an event, control variable, and say 200 set to 1. But what we're going to do is make a condition. So new conditional branch, and say if this is ever equal to 0, then set it to 1. And we'll copy this and we'll say that same thing. If it's ever equal to 5, set it to 1. Now I'm wondering if it'll just stay off after this still. I have to restart after changing a common event because that's the engine limitation. So it's still working, it's still doing what it's supposed to do, but it's trying to draw temp 0, temp 5. So what we can do is exclude that in the code and just scratch any of the common event shit I just did because it didn't change it. Obviously it kept it running, but it didn't change it. So what we'll do is we'll scratch that. And inside HUD Maker, you can get rid of these two conditions. Boom, boom. And inside the code that's trying to draw this, let's go ahead and make another thing. If, come on, I can't see my keyboard, $ game variables dot value of 200 is equal to 0, then we're going to say return $ game variables dot set value. I mean, you could do it like that, but I'm going to use braces so it looks better. Of 200 to be 1. And then another one. If, oh no. Yeah, that'll be fine. Because then it won't draw the picture. $ game variables dot value 200 is equal to 5. Return $ game variables dot set value 200 to be 1. Then if this is ever 200, it'll turn it to 1. If it's ever 5, it'll turn it before it tries to give you a picture image. Let's see if that works. All right. We'd have to restart to see if we get an error, right? Because we want to look at the console log. And we got it working with it showing a couple of errors, but we don't want it to give any errors. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Look, there we go. We did it. So no common events, nothing in the engine at all. You're not changing, and I'm pretty sure it'll check every frame, so you can just go like, yeah, you can spam it as much as you want. It'll always work. That's how you do it. No errors on the engine. No errors. You need nothing in the common events, nothing at all. It's all handled in HUD Maker, that section. So overview, how did we make it work? Because we did a lot of different things, right? So what do we actually need? You need one picture element. You write custom code. You make it an on-click function code that says, oh, shit. No, it doesn't say shit. It says if variable 200 is greater than 4, set it to 1. Otherwise, let x equal 200 plus plus to x, and then set 200 to the value of x. So this is just adding 1, and it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And for a single frame, it'll go to 5, and then it'll go back to 1. And it starts at 0, so you have 0, and you also have 5 popping up. And because of this code that we have in the picture code, it's going to try to draw, the way we wrote it, it's going to try to draw 0, temp0.png. Now, of course, in order to make these work, you also have to do one more thing, right, KV? You have to name your pictures the same thing with a number that changes. So you rename them so that it'll be like name of picture and then the number. And the number will reflect what number the variable should be. Now, it doesn't have to, right? You can make it draw something different, but then you have to change this code. So because I conveniently named my pictures temp 1, 2, 3, 4, I can instead replace part of this with the number plus .png. So clever naming convention as well as some basic JS, and you have no errors on the console, and it does exactly what you want. Nothing was actually done in RPG Maker at all besides clicking the play button. It was all handled in the HUD Maker with an on-click add-on and picture code custom thing, but also naming convention. And there it is. You click on it, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can have any number as you want, right? So you just change the code to make it work. You can show your entire book that way. Hey Nat, I'm taking a week off, but we're gonna be back on the 12th. So that's all that's really happening. Some clickbaity shit. Because I didn't want people to be like, oh, you're leaving, blah, 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 blah.
Human needs to know. Human, too. Yeah, we're just taking a week off. Drifty's never going to quit.
Missed the beginning, but congrats on retirement, Drifty. I think we all knew in our hearts we were senior citizen disguise. Back in my day, you had to
I mean, he does a pretty killer old
Commodore
woman voice.
What?
You do a pretty epic old woman voice.
Ah! That's not it. All right. That's going to do it for today. That's going to do it for this week. That's going to do it for next week, too. Mm-hmm. We'll see you guys back on the 12th. Stay out of the heat. Good luck on your projects. Like this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join us on Discord. Links in the description below. If you want to get Hadeson's stuff, there's a link to it, to his new shoot pack. And Hadeson, if you want to actually sponsor a video, we can make a standalone where I just do the tutorial and stuff, and then boom. All right, so that's it. We'll see you guys on the 12th. Good luck on your projects. Yeah, have fun.
Have fun. Have a fun week. We'll see you. We're going to try to have fun, too.
What if he never ends the stream? The stream just goes on for like
For the entire
for
week.
9 days. We don't even know we're live streaming.
That would
Alright.
be horrendous.
That'd be terrible. You guys
be
don't want. You
terrible.
guys don't want that. Trust
You guys
me.
would hear all our stupid conversations about biscuits and snails.
Thank you for the super chats. I should delete this element now. No, it's gonna die. Oh god. No. Here's what I'll do. Nah, just delete it. Just write it again. Just write it again if you need it again. It's dead. It's dead. Sorry, KB. It's dead now. I can't bring myself to delete them. They're too good. Look at this. 362 bytes. A-Sprite is the bomb.
Mm-hmm. I'm like literally addicted to this new format of memeing or whatever you would call it, where you like compile a bunch of pictures or posts from people, and people are doing this. They'll like put 45 posts together, and it says something stupid like, "Can I sue my neighbor for his bees coming into my yard and harvesting my pollen and him selling honey, and I don't get any of the profit?" Just like ridiculous stuff like that, and I cannot stop reading them. I can't stop. Every time I see one, I click it.
You like confusion.
It's just such a wide array of amazing stuff. Like I saw a car drowning today. I saw a woman in a wheelchair in the ocean.
The internet, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back on the 12th. Bye-bye.
Bye.